Hello there and welcome to the old horseshoe in the banks of the Olentangy, home to the Ohio State Buckeyes, one of the great settings in sport, and man, this place is rocking today. This is not just a regular matchup. Battle of top 10 teams, two teams colliding early in the season. One team can make a strong statement about the season ahead, as we'll see the number 5 team in the country, the Oregon Ducks, taking on the 8th-ranked team, the Ohio State Buckeyes. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. I think we've talked long enough, Kirk. Let's get this game going. And the Ducks will kick this away to start us off. Trying to make a play from deep in his end zone. They tackle him at the 8. Good coverage there. Bad decision to bring it out. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Here's the handoff. Take it down, but not before makes the first down.
You know, Chris, what a great run here. And you think about Ohio State, you think lately about those NFL-ready wide receivers. But we all know it starts with their running games, all those great backs they've had over the years.
First down here for this offense. Oh, here comes the reverse. Ball carrier in space now. Breaks clear. End zone ahead. Inside the 20. They're not going to get him. He's in. Touchdown, Ohio State. Well, that is a dream start for the offense, but what an opening possession.
Yeah, sometimes you just want to kind of get settled into a game. These guys didn't really wait at all. They had a script. They knew exactly how to attack the defense, and it works out.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. And here's the return from inside the 5. And the returner brought down by that coverage team. this crowd coming to life here, trying to help the defense get a stop with the offense pinned back. He'll hand it off. Brought down after picking up 5 yards, so 2nd and 5.
It's a good, solid game. 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
Just underway, and this home crowd is fired up and ready to make a difference today. Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. Bringing pressure. Looking to scramble. Looks like he's going to run it. Gets some space around the 30. They bring it down to the 38, but that's good enough for a 1st down.
Man, this quarterback can play the game. He can throw, and as we see here, he can run the football. The defense does everything that they need to with the pressure. They look like they're in good position to be able to come up with a nice play on him, but instead, he shows how he can slip out of the back door of this defense and pick up a nice gain.
They'll run it to the left. And they tackle him, but not before he picks up the 1st.
Boy, good job up front by this offensive line, and a nice job by the back of finding that hole to pick up the 1st down. And honestly, Chris, this is what I think about when I think of Oregon. I know the uniforms and the flash and the dash and all the different things that people associate with this program. This is what I think about. Toughness, ability to run the ball when they have to pick up 1st downs, and they did it right there.
On 1st down, why not keep it on the ground? They've got him after a 7-yard gain, so 2nd and 3.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on 1st down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Takes the handoff, heads to the right. And he picks up the 1st down before they get him to the ground.
Well, the scouting report on this running back was that he is an elite ball carrier, and he is proving to be that here early in this game. These first few carries, not only the strength, but the quickness and acceleration to get upfield and get positive yards on display.
The Ducks starting a new series here on 1st and 10. Here's the snap, looking to throw here. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw a good pass rush there on 1st down.
Man, you got to love this if you're defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time they got to him and forced that incompletion.
So 2nd and 10 after the previous play. There's the snap. They'll set up the throw. And it's the senior getting home with the sack.
Well, they're making this offensive line really think and communicate. Bringing different blitzes. This time the outside linebacker gets to the quarterback and comes up with a big sack for the D.
It's early, but this crowd is fired up. Listen to this noise here. This is going to be tough for the visitors today. Lets it go under heavy pressure, taking a shot. Pass hauled in inside the 15. Tackle made after a big gain.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. And let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big gain.
And the crowd coming to life here, trying to help this defense down in the red zone. And here's the handoff. And the tackle is made after a 4-yard gain, so 2nd and 6. becoming a long drive. The 9th play coming up. One back in the backfield, and he'll get the carry. Makes it across the goal line. Touchdown, Ducks.
What an opening drive by this offense, and especially this running back. Every single time they gave him the ball, he's getting positive yards behind that big offensive line. And if I'm the defensive coordinator, you better make some adjustments and do it in a hurry. You got to get more guys committed to the line of scrimmage to stop this run game.
And he knocks the PAT right down the middle. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. Looks like the returner will try and field this one. And the returner will be brought down. Here comes the powerful Buckeye offense back onto the field. They scored a touchdown on their last possession. Let's see if this defense can make adjustments to prevent that this time. He moves the ball out to the 15.
I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, they're opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the running back.
Second down after that run on the previous play. That'll pick up the first down. He's brought down to the 21.
Chris, it's the consistency of this back is giving this defense fits. They've got to come up with some changes up front. This guy's already over 50 yards, and if he keeps running the way he is, not only is he having a great day, but it's going to give this quarterback a chance to hit some big plays downfield off play action.
First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Receiver in motion now. Breaking free at the 35. They finally get him down. It's a big gain. Ball moves to the 47.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score tied 7-7.
Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. The back's got it. They pick up 4, so second down and 6 coming up.
This is exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. And that's a solid gain for the defense able to bring him down. The Buckeyes come up to the line to crank the tempo up here. Can he make it to the marker? Moves the ball to the 35, and another first down.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
Here's the option play. The back's got it on the pitch. The pickup is 5 yards, so it's second down and 5.
Brings up second down.
finally stop him, but a decent gain that time.
Well, I feel like they called that knowing chances are they're not going to hit a home run. But look at this. Put themselves in a perfect third down situation. It's much more manageable. Now we'll see if they can convert.
So now from the 27, the offense faces a 3rd and short. How aggressive will they play it? He picks up the first down, but gets drilled on the tackle. Buckeyes come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff.
Well, the defensive coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure. And now it brings up 3rd down.
Boy, the defense rolls the dice here on this screen pass. If they don't hit this quarterback, this is a big play. But give them credit. They were able to get to him before they were able to complete that pass.
They're 2 for 2 on 3rd down this drive. It's 3rd down and 7. They'll run the option. He'll toss it to the back. Can he reach the end zone? He'll be muscled out of bounds very close to the goal line.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
The Buckeyes trying to punch it in. It's 1st and goal. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes. They were backed up to start the drive, but some bold play calling, great execution, and reach the end zone.
You know, it's easy to just kind of pull your horns in and get conservative when you're pushed way back close to your own goal line, but not this offense. They came out, showed the confidence that they have in their quarterback, and it paid off. Nice touchdown.
And the extra point was up and good. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. So it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. And that powerful Oregon offense retakes the field. The last possession was just old school power football. Let's see if they can keep that going here. And looking to throw now on 1st down. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up 2nd down.
Everything about this play tells you about today's offenses and what they're asking out of their running backs. You can't just be a guy who runs the football anymore. You have to be able to catch it as well. And he didn't do a very good job of it on this play.
2nd down after the incompletion. And they'll use the ground game here. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior. Offense will try to convert a 3rd and long from the 27. We'll see if the defense brings the blitz. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. And he cannot escape the defense with a sack.
I like how this defense is bringing pressure from all over the field, and that's the key in putting together a good defensive strategy. On this play, it came from the outside linebacker, and he gets to the quarterback.
The Ducks will send their punt team onto the field. Oh, and he's got some space here. And the returner brought down by the coverage team. Buckeye offense onto the field. In that last touchdown drive, they just pounded away with the running game. Let's see if they can do it again. Looking to pass here. Brought way downfield for a huge gain. They could not stop him. He's in. Touchdown, Ohio State. Well, a touchdown to a wide open man. What in the world was going on the defensive side of that play?
Wow, what was the defense thinking here? You can't let a player roam free like that. They just completely forgot about him and gifted him a touchdown.
And they're able to tackle on the extra point. There's a kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. And the Ducks' powerful offense is back on the field. They're coming off a quick 3 and out, so looking to put something together in this drive with a little more urgency. And the single back takes the handoff. That's strong run defense. Not much of a gain on the play.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on first down.
That's the 2-minute warning. Let's see if this offense can do something before the break to cut into this big lead. Offense getting set. It's second down. Try to run it with the option. Pitch play to the back. Breaks loose at the 40. Finally brought down, but the option produces a big gain that time. That's great execution.
You know, everybody always wants to talk about quarterbacks today and receivers, and don't get me wrong, that's a big part of the evolution of the game and where we are. But, man, for me, as a fan, when I'm watching a game, there's just something satisfying about the teams and the offenses that still have backs that can carry the ball and come up with plays like that. Move those sticks and keep this drive going.
On 1st and 10, looking to throw. And the senior making a disruptive impact play.
I mean, that's another sack, Chris. I mean, we're just getting started here. First half, and you're already talking about giving up 3 sacks. You got to think about changing things up schematically, help that offensive line, and help that poor quarterback before he gets killed.
Pass protection a serious issue. Another sack makes it 2nd and long. Back now goes in motion. Defense will have to adjust. Slams right into a wall. They got him for a loss.
This is a great job of being prepared by this defense, almost anticipating this play. They're in position to bring him down for a loss.
Now the offense facing a 3rd and long from their own 41. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. Here's a shot toward the right sideline. That one falls incomplete. They tried to press it deep, but now it brings up 4th down.
Boy, this is all about the defense here. Nice stop here on 3rd down, but really it's about trying to get this offense behind the sticks. Once you get them behind the sticks, you can mix up your coverages, really affect the quarterback's eyes and disrupt the timing and the rhythm of what the offense is trying to do. Now we've got another big 4th down coming up.
The bunt goes out of bounds. Looks like the 35-yard line is where they'll spot it. Comes the powerful Ohio State offense onto the field. And with time quickly fading here before halftime, wouldn't expect them to be too aggressive at this point. Receiver makes the grab. The offense will take their first 10 out of the half. The top strategy here.
Well, they're just fundamentally sound, right where you want to be after the completion. Nowhere to go after that catch.
Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. It's a deep throw down the right sideline. And the pass is intercepted as he throws into double coverage that time. Not much on the return, but the defense comes up with a takeaway.
I'm going to give the defensive coordinator a tip of the cap here. They went with dime coverage with 6 defensive backs, which gives them a lot more speed on the field. And with those defensive backs, they're able to play better in space. They recognize the ball, step in front of it for a nice interception.
So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. They'll hand it off. In the clear at the 25. It's a nice gain. We'll move the football up to the 27. And a timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime. One more play before they head to the locker room. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Quarterback leaves the pocket on the move now. To contact on the throw. And the pass falls incomplete in the final play of this first half. Meta's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. The Buckeyes will kick this away to begin the second half. And here's the fair catch by the return man. The Oregon offense comes back out on the field. And they'll start the third quarter here on the ground.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and it's a nice, solid game.
Second down after that run on the previous play. On the handoff, they'll test the right side here. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. And they don't block the defensive end and show some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
Third down. This offense could really use a conversion here, down multiple scores. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. Delivers from the pocket, complete over the middle. He's tackled quickly, but the yardage is good enough for the first down.
This is a big conversion by this offense. They're down now in the second half. Probably limited opportunities at this point in the game. Every chance you get your hands on the ball, you need points. They keep this drive alive right here.
The Ducks lining up here on 1st and 10. Handoff to the back. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down. The offense looks fired up to begin the second half. That's the kind of play they needed to give them a spark.
Absolutely. I know they're down in this game. Clearly something was said at halftime to try to get this offensive line engaged, and it looks like it's working. They're playing with a different kind of energy. Let's see if they can do it again.
And they'll go right back to him on first down.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What's an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
Takes the ball and heads to the left. Breaks loose at the 40. Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint. Finally brought down to the 13-yard line. An enormous gain puts him in great scoring position. They trust the left side of that offensive line and come up with a huge play on the ground.
Yeah, your favorite, Chris, there. The old pin and pull there to the left side. Great blocking on the left side, able to create a great push. Nice crease, and the back found that with the vision and picks up some big yards for that first down.
Heading left after the handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. That was that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
Coming to the line on second down, this is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Can't connect over the middle. It's incomplete.
Well, these guys just continue to struggle throwing the football. You know, whether it's been running the wrong route, the quarterback not being accurate, the offensive line not doing their job. It's been a collective effort, and it's a big reason why they're trailing now in this game.
So here we go, 3rd down in the red zone, the kind of play that decides football games. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Timeout, Oregon.
And they convert here on 3rd down in the red zone. This is a 4-point type of play, touchdown or field goal. Didn't quite get the playoff in time. It'll be delay of game. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Now, wasn't alert enough, didn't get the playoff. That'll cost him 5 yards. Quarterback lost track of the play clock, and it'll cost the offense 5. Now it's 3rd and short from the 24. One of those line of scrimmage battles that could help decide this game. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. And the pass is dropped incomplete. Would have had a huge gain. Took his eye off the ball.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on 4th down.
He missed it. Still losing by 14 after the miss.
Well, that's going to go down as an empty possession for this offense. No points as he's off target. Now you can see he's hanging his head. Poor kicker.
Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. This offense trying to bounce back the last possession and then in a pick. And he's stopped after gaining 4 yards. So 2nd and 6. Buckeyes will crank up the tempo. Breaks loose at the 40. Big play in enemy territory all the way to the 41-yard line.
Really nice run by the back, but I'm going to give credit to the offensive line there. They were able to pave the way for the first down.
Big chunk play. This offense operating at peak efficiency. They're going to run the option. Pitch to the back. They've got him, but he picks up 8 yards. Sets up a nice 2nd and 2. Different pre-snap look from the linebackers now. Send the back in motion. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
Crucial 3rd down play coming up. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. Takes the football inside the 30, and that's a 1st down.
How impressive have these guys been up front today? Big 3rd down, know what you need to do, get the 1st down, continue to hold on to that lead, continue to work clock, and get that much closer to securing a victory.
On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. And it falls incomplete.
Well, this quarterback and his receivers have got to get on the same page. They've got to find a rhythm if they want to move the ball down the field.
Incompletion makes it 2nd down. It's an option look. The pickup is 9, so it sets up a 3rd and 1 now. The offense comes up to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before the quarter expires. And he's brought down, but he does have enough for the 1st down.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter. With the score, Ohio State 21, Oregon 7.
The Buckeyes come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. Ball handed off. And they'll stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Coming to the line on 2nd down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. They'll test the right side here. Touchdown, Buckeyes. This offense really clicking. Here comes the point after attempt. Extra point up and good. A 3-touchdown lead now here in the final quarter. Getting set to kick the ball off now. He's going to return it from near the goal line. And the coverage team gets the returner to the ground. And the powerful Ducks offense retakes the field. They'll try the option play here. He'll pitch it. Stopped short of the marker after just a short gain.
Hat on the hat up front. Good job opening up the holes. Anytime you can get positive yards on 1st down, that's a win.
Here's the second down play. Quick pass. The catch is made. Nowhere to run. They'll corral him for no gain.
Interesting call here, Chris, with this screen pass in the fourth quarter late in the game. I think they're expecting the defense to get upfield on the pass rush. But give the defense all the credit. Recognizing it, almost really anticipating that this screen was coming, and then rallying to the ball.
They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. The pass is intercepted. Takes the pick to the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State.
Well, it's just something freeing when you have this kind of lead and you can just turn the defense loose. Getting aggressive pays off from here. They get the interception. And what athletic ability there to take it into the end zone for a touchdown.
The extra point is good. Now it's a 4-touchdown lead, 35-7. Kickoff teams come on the field now to send this one away. And he takes this from inside the 5. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. And the Oregon offense is back out on the field. It'll be interesting to see if this quarterback can bounce back. He threw a pick-6 in the last possession. Now begin with a quick throw to the left.
How about the job by this defense against this receiver? One of the top receivers in the country. They knew he was going to be able to be a big factor in this game, and they have kept him quiet all game long until right now. In the fourth quarter, he comes up with his first catch.
Quarterback operating an empty set. Second down, we're going to throw it. Got him for a sack. A big play made them one of the senior leaders of this defense.
Chris, I'm really surprised by the way this game has turned out. That's another sack by this defense. They've done such a great job of preparing a plan to get ready for one of the top quarterbacks in the country. They've kept him out of sync, applied pressure, and a big part of the reason they're enjoying this lead right now.
Quarterback in the shotgun here on 3rd down. It's a quick grab. And they wrap him up, but the gain is good enough for a first down.
Really good job here of converting by this offense. And let's face it, at this point in the game, because they have such a big hole to climb out of, they've got to be able to convert and come up with a new set of downs. They do it here. Now they got a real shot to cut into this lead.
And the Ducks will have 1st and 10 here. And the motion by the back now forces the defense to adjust. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4.
Chris, the defense dials up the blitz. They're unable to get into the backfield, giving the running back enough room. I'll tell you, the linebacker makes a great play just to come up with a tackle here.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Minimal gain brought down short of the marker.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively. What I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
One of those critical 3rd down plays coming up. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Makes a quick catch. Brought down to the 47, and that will move the sticks.
What a huge 3rd down conversion here for this offense. Nice job of being able to give the quarterback enough time. He finds the matchup that he wants, gets it to his man, and he does the rest.
And we've reached the 2-minute warning here. This offense needing to score and then get the football back. The Ducks pick up enough for a first down.
Flip it. Get set.
He's going to hand this off. And that run produces a decent gain.
Chris, as this clock winds down, it has been a rough day for this offense. Just unable to get anything going. You hope they're able to go back, look at the film, try to learn from the mistakes, and come out the next week looking much better than they did today.
Thrown quickly, caught in the right flat. They can't slow him down. They'll bring him down, but the spin cycle put on that defender, my goodness.
Hey, this offense isn't giving up. Yeah, we're in the fourth quarter. You're down big, but who knows? Make a big play, try to get in the end zone, maybe get an onside kick.
The Ducks are in the red zone. Quarterback's got it on the option. Pitches to the back. Spinning out of the tackle.
Hey, where's that been the whole game? That's actually a nice run. It has been a tough day for this offense, but you know what? You love to see the offensive line and the running back still out there competing, trying to show the coaches that they're not worried about the score. They're going to go out and show their competitive spirit, and hopefully that'll help them down the road.
Tackle behind the line. It's a loss of 2. The offense will spend a timeout with 27 seconds remaining. An important third down attempt for this offense.
In blue. In blue. Can.
And they pick up the first on the ground. And they'll stop him just short of the marker. Good effort, but the defense holds. Now it's 4th down. And a timeout taken by the offense. 18 seconds on the clock. Well, a field goal here does them no good, so the offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. Motion by the back will make the defense adjust. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. No, he didn't make it. He stopped short on 4th down, and that could be a fatal blow to this offense.
Well, that'll do it, Chris. This defense has played well the entire game. It's very fitting here on this 4th down play in the fourth quarter. Under 2 minutes to go. They step up again. Give them the game ball.
So this one is tucked away. Time for victory formation. And with the game in hand, the offense just takes a knee. So that's now back-to-back wins, Kirk, over quality opponents. This team really building some momentum.
I agree. I think there's a lot to build on with this team and what they've been able to do these last few games. We'll just have to see how far this streak can extend and how much this team can keep improving.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.